good, everybody?
I just started recording. This thing hit that yo. What's good, everybody? Before I even click the record button, imagine.
Chill.
Freaking imagine. Jet. Let me get this shit started real quick. Welcome you guys to episode number 7. This is take number 553.
Wow.
Got it that I am your homo and gracious host. And the reason why I said that is because my shit is working fine. And following up with my co-host, my fucking guest, Shemar. TWBMARI. What's up with you, boy?
What's good? Just to let y'all know, I play football. I'm a football player.
Who you playing for, bro? Tell them who you playing for.
That's none of your business.
All right, never mind then. Got that. Shout out to the other co-hosts, Cam and Carlos. One has technical difficulties and the other had to go somewhere. So don't worry about it. I'm gonna take control of this. I'm gonna host it. This is gonna be a great one. I feel it. This is gonna be a great one, bro.
Mm-hmm. Shit, yeah. Wait, you're 20.
What's up, bro? What's up?
My mustache coming in.
Kind of happy, bro. How old are you? 19?
Shit.
Don't worry. Hey, Shemar, don't worry about it. It's not meant for everybody. It's not meant for everybody, bro. It's not meant for everybody, bro. But how are you doing?
Like this.
Your goatee. So you're trying to be like me? That's what you're trying to say?
No, I want more mustache.
You want more mustache? Oh, I got you. I see what you're saying. But anyways, how you doing, bro? Tell me how you doing.
Well, I'm doing fine. College, that's my only struggle. Mm-hmm. How y'all boys doing? How you doing?
Your boy said, "Y'all boys." Yeah, I'm good, bro. Gotta hit that. I'm just glad that I got to get some recorded in today, bro. That's all you gotta, be grateful for. But I'm gonna get into it, bro. Yeah. Let's start off with the your cousin, bro. That video y'all made on TikTok.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out your TikTok real quick.
Yeah, about to say, if y'all don't follow my TikTok, go do that at TWBMARI.
TWB. Yes, sir. Jet, what about the video, bro? What happened in the video, bro? You know what? Gotta hit that. Play that video. Play the clip.
Shit, I can't. I'm on TikTok Live.
You're on TikTok Live? Imagine. I can't. But let's go over the video, bro. What happened in the video?
All right. So if y'all go look at my TikTok right now, my cousin dropped a video. Well, me and my cousin had a little conversation here, talking about a lot of stuff.
Right.
So the first thing she said was, she was like, "Niggas is just dick. Niggas just give dick. And that's all they do." Right. And then she followed it by saying, "If a nigga can't pay for a car note, she ain't fucking him." So in my head, me processing that, I'm like, you sound like a typical city girl. No nigga don't want no city girl as a husband. I mean, wife. Like nobody want that shit, and that shit is mad toxic.
Exactly.
So I was like, fuck that.
I was looking at it, and you told me that she's our age. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she is our age.
I hit that, and I was looking at it. I felt low key kind of sad. You know what I mean? Because if you was like, imagine wouldn't be like this a couple of years ago, like before. I feel like the social media and the rap songs that's going on produce this energy in our generation that we have to have the bag now. You know what I mean? We have to have. Go ahead, bro.
But with that mindset, bag now, like if you start chasing the bag young, when you get older, it saves time to chase the bag. So let's say if you start like running your money up like when you're 16, 17, 18, you already know how the grind, like the hunger for money, because money revolves around the world. Like money means everything in this way of life. So if you start chasing the bag early, you understand how to handle your money, how to get money fast, and how to get money smart. So there are some positives in chasing the bag now, but it also it limits your childhood. You start saying stupid shit like that.
Mm-hmm. But the thing I disagree with you with is when you're 16, 16, 17, our age, when you say chasing the bag, we don't really know we don't really know the right way to start something, to start something legit. So you have
Mm-hmm.
kids that goes out, does the drug stuff and then do the fraud. And then they think that's the only way they can chase the bag. You know what I mean?
But then, so when kids do sell drugs and start like selling drugs and stuff like that, once they get older and like they understand, like they understand where like that difference is, how bad, how like chasing the bag like that is wrong. They teach their kids that. So like it's a learning lesson, not for him, but for his future generation.
That is true. But some of them, this is another thing. Not a lot of them make it out. That's another thing too. You got to realize. So when you look at that, I encourage anybody to, start something, but know what you're starting and do your research on what you're starting and not just fall for the easy stuff like the drugs or the freaking fraud, because that's not something long term. And then another thing that is like kind of sad is that how there's a lot of girls our age is looking for dudes with money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dudes, they want a lot of dude with money, and then like we're 19, we're developing. You know what I mean? We're getting to know ourselves, and we getting to, we starting to have our own responsibilities, you know what I mean? And we starting to have our
Mm-hmm.
own bills to pay. So we were getting to know that, and we starting to grow our accounts, you know what I mean? Because right now with me, I'm growing my account, and I know you're doing that because we're learning as we're getting old. So when you hear girls talking about our age talking about, I want a nigga paying for my car note and I want a nigga buying me Birkin bags and all that stuff. And it's like it's kind of sad because you look at niggas our age, we know who we are. We try to do the right thing and we trying to stay on the right path, but it's like there's so much wrong encouraging us to go in a different direction. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, as you is freaking a college student, freaking playing football, trying to make it to the league. That's your
Mm-hmm.
end goal. You're trying to make it to the league and you're trying to secure that bag for your family and future generations in your family. You know what I mean? As a kid like me, I'm in college, freaking with tuition and freaking with my car's business and with the pod and all that stuff, buying equipment, is can eat up a nigga bank account. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So you look at what these girls want, and all the dudes, we all want girls, but it's kind of hard. It's like another thing is remember I was watching this movie and it was talking about how in the 90s, nigga, all you had to have was an idea, you know what I mean? To get girls, be like, yo, honey, I'm gonna start this business of mine and I'm gonna be booming. And you could get all the girls because you had ambition, you had an idea. Now you actually have to have that shit. There's no playing around. You have to have the money. Got it. But I have a question for you. What do you think started at? You know what I mean? What you think started growing in these females' brains of I have to get a nigga now with money?
Because some girls have the mindset where they can't fend for themselves, so they know, or some girls like feel like if I can't get a nigga to take care of me, I'm not gonna be able to take care of myself, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's like, and once a girl feels like that, like once a girl feels and puts that in her, like tells herself that constantly over and over, I'm gonna get a nigga get money because he can take care of me. I don't gotta take care of myself. He can take care of the kids. I don't gotta take. All I gotta do is like be the housewife. And once a girl thinks like that, there ain't no way changing that. Like you can't break a girl like that. That's what's really wrong with the generation, and that's what's like that's why it's really hard to find a real girl, a girl that matches your hunger, that feeds your hunger,
Ambition.
feeds your stride. Yeah, feeds your stride. And then, because with me, once I find a girl that like is hungry for something, I'm not gonna stop her because I know if I was hungry for whatever I'm hungry for, she's gonna ride for me the same way. So it's like once you see that girl, once you like see her hunger,
Mm-hmm.
all you can do is support. You can't even bash her. Like I understand sometimes like yeah, niggas do need attention too, but we don't show it. And then when the girl needs attention, and we doing what we got to do, we being hungry, you can't even get mad because obviously she's doing the same thing we doing.
Exactly. Gotta hit that. It's good. The only thing is, it's kind of sad because it's so hard to find. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna. You know what another thing is? Gotta hit that with the girls that makes OnlyFans and stuff. Make your money. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm not gonna
Make
bash you. You that's what you
make
have to
your
doing.
money. Gotta hit that. If you making your money off of that and you can pay and buy everything you need and don't have to depend on no dude, no other person, no parents, go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? And don't even worry about what other people says about it. That's another
No,
thing.
because you know the funny thing is the people who be saying stuff are the people who subscribe to her their
To it,
OnlyFans.
exactly. That's be watching it
So
too, bro.
so exactly. No, you're not even watching. You paying to watch it. It's not like you watching for free. You already paid. Subscription
Exactly.
is like it depends on how long they whatever they got it for, but subscription is a subscription. You can't like decline that shit. Once you pay, you paid.
Exactly, bro. So at the end of the day, bro, just make
And
this.
you can't even expose them because they're already exposing themselves. They love their body, so you can't expose them.
Gotta hit that. Hey, if you're making money for it, if you're making money for it, or is it just something you want to do, just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. Gotta hit that. Wedding who, bro? I know you had started your film, your
Photo
photos.
photography,
Yes, photography. Yes,
yeah.
sir. What's the name of it? What's the name of it?
TWB photos. I just
Yes,
stay with the brand.
sir. I wanted to ask you what made you want to start that.
So it was more of like I would say I was not even. It's not. Thinking about it now, I was at the time I was just doing it for fun
Mm-hmm.
because I only took a couple pictures and that was for my homeboys.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it like not everybody. See, in my mind, everyone can take pictures, but not everybody will take pictures. Like
Exactly.
everybody wants to take good pictures, but not everybody will take the time by the camera to take a good picture. So in my mind, I might as well just do that on the side, make easy money, and so that helped me pay for college, and I make extra money on the side. So just whatever.
Exactly. And hopefully one day that shit blow up to an actual photo studio. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Gotta hit that. You have your whole setup, your whole warehouse or whatever, and then have freaking backgrounds for all different kinds of events and models and all that stuff. And that thing will grow with you. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
you started it at 19. And that's another thing. A lot of kids is missing out on this grand opportunity to start something of their own. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Start something they can build and watch build and always go back to. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Gotta have really, I was like, at the beginning, I was like, this man got something. You might have got something here with this
Mhm.
photography stuff. And you got some good pictures. You only see like two of them. I see like three of them up, but you got some pictures up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, so once you start your own, like, once you like really start your own business, see, and this is the reason. This is the reason I did start it because my Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So the way I run my Twitter only has college coaches. It's like a recruiting. It's like that's my brand.
Right.
So you only want what other people want to see on your brand. You don't want to just post anything, post everything. You want to
Right.
keep it like very confidential.
Right.
And that's the reason why I have Twitter because coaches do look at my Twitter. So I'm not gonna have like thug cry on my
I
on
got
my
you.
on my
Got
Twitter
you.
because that's not a good image I want to put on myself. So
Got
with
hit
my
that.
pictures, when I started my pictures, I was like, I want to build an image where the white man accepts because the white man got all the money.
Right.
That's the image I want to build.
Right. Got it. That it's not even the thing is, it's not even that though. It's more like you should build it for the consumer, not just the white man. You got to think of, all right, I know a lot of girls love Instagram photos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you get really good and people really see you, a lot of Instagram models or Instagram people, or not even just Instagram, so social media platform in general, a lot of people that's blowing up can come to you and be like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, how much he's charging to take these pics? I need some pics of my clothing brand, or I need some pics with these girls real quick for a vid,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. They will come to you and see that you're a young up and coming, you know, photographer, and they will I know a lot of people work for you, so you got to think of not just as the white people that might fund it or like invest in you. You got to think of it as, okay, I need to set up my demographics. Who am I hunting? Who are the people that I want to do business with? You know what I mean? You gotta hit that and keep doing research. Another thing a lot of people don't do when they start something is do research. Gotta hit that. Make sure you stay up to date with the latest lenses, and make sure you stay up to the date with the latest applications. You know what I mean? So you can go into it and edit the background, make it buff up some images, take out somebody that might have been walking by at the time. You know what I mean? And understand it. Take the time and really watch the YouTube videos and understand, I can make this, I can get really good at this. And not even that is, at the end of the day, some people might even come to you, be like, yo, can you lighten up my background for me, add some color into it, add some textures. They might come to you and be like, yo, because he knows how to use the application. I don't know how to use the application that good. And they'll pay you for that. So, always got to keep in mind, always do your research at the end of the day. But anywho,
that's just like you with this Next Up podcast, though. You
exactly.
and everybody else.
Exactly. Got to hit that. When I started this, I didn't know where to start. And then with the first video, got to hit that. I was using the laptop camera and my Beats headphones. Now, as you keep going, motherfucking got a tripod, got my mic, got everything set up. Got to hit that. Just got my PC today. Got to hit that. The sky's the limit. You know what I mean? It's always take it serious. You know what I mean? That's one thing you got to do. Always take it serious. Always think of, this is what I want to do. I really want to blow up, and I'm gonna focus on it. You know what I mean? And never let anybody tell you that shit is not gonna happen, bro. Never let anybody tell you that shit not gonna happen.
Hey, Antonio, I've been hearing that my whole life. Football is just a dream that everyone can't accomplish. Like, I'm not saying football is not my end goal. I just want everybody to know that football is not my end goal.
So what is your end goal?
That's where it's just like football it gets you to a point where the only way you can go is up, because you already reached the top, so you have to keep going up. You can't go back down.
Right.
So it's like once you think, like with Marshawn Lynch, he did 4 years until he retired, and then he started his skittle business. Like that's great marketing, because you already put a great name when you're playing football, so everybody already knows who you are. And then now all you gotta do is start your business, and the only way you can go is up, because everybody already knows you.
Exactly. You got to hit that. Another thing is, you could take from what Marshawn Lynch do. He did the 4 years, and he probably made a couple mil, and that helps fucking jumpstart his business that he wants to do with his Skittles. Like, and then got to hit that. Who knew? But at least he had a dream, and he followed it, and now it's probably popping. It's probably popping, bro. Got to hit that. Probably popping, bro. I want to talk to you about, as somebody who's been getting into a lot of fights lately. I feel like you have an idea where I'm going with this. Got to hit that. As somebody who's got in a lot of fights over in Kansas. Nate Robinson got knocked out.
Okay.
Let me finish real quick. I know you got a lot of stuff to say. I want to finish this real quick. Nate Robinson got knocked out by a YouTuber. You know what I mean? Jake Paul. But the thing with Jake Paul is he's trying to take boxing serious. This is his second fight with Nate Robinson, and he actually is taking this thing real serious.
But that's the thing, though. I don't understand. You guys are saying Jake Paul is a YouTuber. His brother is a boxer and a YouTuber. His brother actually boxes for real. So if they're, I think they're like 3 years apart.
Yeah.
So in my mind, if you have an older brother and he's 3 years older than you, if he boxes, I'm pretty sure he spars with his younger brother.
Sir.
I know that makes sense. And his dad used to box. So even if they didn't spar together, their dad, if they both were raised similar, like at the same time, but their dad taught them a few like boxing techniques.
Right.
So me thinking, so Jake Paul, yeah, he's a YouTuber, he's a comedian, whatever. He's still a boxer because his brother's a boxer. Right. Even though he might not be a boxer officially, he still boxes unofficially.
Right.
Nate Robinson's a basketball player who's like 5'6", 5'5".
He's 5'9".
Oh, my fault, midget. But Nate Robinson's a basketball player. how do you expect? And Jake Paul he looks like 6'2" with like a
He's six.
wingspan like
He's 6'1". He's
he
6'1".
look yeah. His wingspan probably same length as mine.
Yes, sir.
Nate Robinson has to get in close, and once you get in close to a person with long body, you're not gonna be able to see the hook coming.
Yes, sir. But the thing is, this thing was funny to me. I want to get your take on this too. At the beginning, he called him out. Nate Robinson called Jake Paul out, and said, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you." 6 months ago, he said, "I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna whoop you all. I'm gonna whoop you behind all that stuff." Okay, you had 6 months to prepare. As Nate Robinson. We all know who Nate Robinson is. If you don't know, he's a basketball player that won the slam dunk championship, slam dunk competition. I mean, 3 times in a row, whatever. And he's known for being very athletic. He can do a lot of things. Okay, so as a person that's very athletic, he thought he can go into the ring and do some crazy stuff that people might not knew he can do, whatever. But you had 6 months to prepare, and all the stuff he was talking behind it didn't show, didn't come to play. All right. So I wanted to ask you, how would you feel? You know what I mean? If you talked all that shit and couldn't back it up, bro.
Sound like a typical guy. Everybody. What I learned in college, it be like the biggest and toughest niggas that really don't really want to fight. Mm-hmm. Like they can't really fight. Because the people that don't really speak, silent assassins, silent but deadly.
Gotcha.
Like a fart. Mm-hmm. It's the people who don't speak that you have to be wary of. Like a school shooter, they're quiet. You don't hear them.
Right.
A person that out loud like Corey, he would never show up to school because everybody's gonna know it's him. that makes no sense. Like if you're gonna do something,
right,
you don't have to speak on it. Just just put that work in, and when the time comes, show me you executed your work. That's all, and that's it.
Exactly. Gotta hit that. Another thing is, a lot of people know him, and now more people even know him now after becoming a meme, basically. As a person who, is building his career, you think this affected his career?
Affected both positive and negative, yeah.
Explain, elaborate.
So positively speaking, it's more of he got
more publicity.
No, that's negative.
That's
positive speaking. So everybody has a limiter. Like
right.
Everybody has their cap of what they could do.
Right.
And Nate Robinson just figured out what his cap is.
Oh yes, he did.
That's a positive because a man with no cap is no man.
Right.
Like if a man does not know where his bridge is,
I got you.
Where his
roof is, his ceiling.
Yeah, like if a man with no cap, he's dangerous to a society. He's a menace.
Right.
So a man with a cap is a great man, because now you know what you can do, what you can't do, things you can say, you can't say, how to approach things differently because you can't fight. So that's the plus. And the negative speaking, you just put yourself in a bad standpoint where like you were once idolized as a
athlete,
a great midget.
Yes, got hit that. He said he's doing this for the culture.
Exactly, and then he did put Black Lives Matter on his
Oh yes, he did.
So it's like your movement means nothing to the white man because you just got knocked out by a white man.
Right. Got hit that. Another thing is seeing him, going on social media and watching people making fun of him, and even going to his own, group chat and getting made fun of. Do you think he's gonna come back and like take it even more serious and like redeem himself, or is like
it's reality check? That's not happening anymore, unless. Okay, so back to the cap thing. Even if you have a cap, some people do push on the barrier. They try, and they get knocked it over again.
Right.
But like I never said the cap was definite.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he could practice for real and then have a rematch, but who's that going to benefit? Like, what are you going to gain from it? Like, all you're going to do is one, you're going to redeem yourself, yes, but then
Mm-hmm.
what's after that? Are you going to keep boxing? Like,
Right.
are you going to really pursue boxing? If not, then why even fight again?
Why even do it again? I got you. I got you. And another thing, I want to get your take on it because you're an athlete and you're gonna get to this point in life where you can't do it anymore. And you got to know when you have to stop. You know what I mean? During that day, during that night when Nate Robinson and Jake Paul fought, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fought as well. Mike Tyson is 54 and Roy Jones is 51. Okay. And they box, and you can clearly see they didn't have what they used to have anymore. Okay. As an athlete that's as young as you, is there what is the reason why a lot of athletes don't know when is their time to quit? You know what I mean?
It's okay. So playing football from a young age, it's the rush it gives you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a compelling feeling where like, damn, I'm about to like I'm really it's really happening. Like, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's the love for the game
You're right.
that does sometimes it does cloud your like some people they can play through injuries. I've seen somebody pop their shoulder back in place. It's all adrenaline, but it's
Mm-hmm.
still the love for the game. Like, it takes over. Like,
You're right.
some people, I remember, like, I remember times where my coach wanted to take me out the game. I didn't want to go because, like, you can't take something away from me that I love.
Right.
Now I can see where Mike Tyson and whoever the other guy was. I can see
Roy
where the mind.
Jones. Rose
Yep,
Jones. Mm-hmm.
Road Jones. I can see where his mind was,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, your body is not. It's not unbreakable.
Exactly.
Like, your bones do get old. Your body gets slower, stuff like that.
Exactly.
You might still have the power because you're still the same man, but your bones don't really react the same, or you can't take as many hits,
Right.
or because like if who's a good guy? I can my coach Twan Russell. If my coach Twan Russell, I think he's like I don't want to say I know he's older because he
Right.
was my coach when I was young. If he went to play football again against us, he probably might hurt us, but he probably might hurt himself in the same
Self
process
too.
because it's like a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you might hurt me, but I'm gonna recover faster than you are, or I might not. It might not be permanent like how you might get.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all up to the man though. If the man feels like he can play, or if he can practice, or if he can fight,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really stop the man from. It's his temple.
Right. Got that because I see what I see from it is you see a lot of these people, right? Like the LeBrons, or you see the freaking Tom Brady right now that's 43 still playing in the NFL. You see them as they get older, they learn the game, they understand it, they become experts at it. But while their mind is getting even more knowledge from it, their body can't keep up with it. You know what I mean? So you look
Mm.
at people like Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, you look at them and you see they was at the top of their game at the beginning. You know, they was one of the number one heavyweight fighters and middleweight fighters of their time at that time. You know what I mean? It was winning, the
But see,
championship.
that's the thing though. Boxing and football are two different
I
things.
get that. I get that. I understand that. But this is what I'm saying from it. As they fight, and every fight they did, they learned something. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
they learn more and more, and they realize, yo, I'm so I'm learning so much. It's just my body can't keep up with what I'm learning. So when you sit there and you watch these fights and you watch the sport you used to love, and you can't do it anymore, and you watch all these amateurs, you get frustrated because you like, yo, I could have right there at that moment, he could have did this instead and knocked him out. Or right there in this moment, instead of him getting knocked out, if he stepped like 2 inches back and worked on his footwork a little bit more and worked on this technique right here that I learned in my fifth to last year, right here, if he did this footwork, he would have missed that. He could have dodged that punch or whatever. So I see why they did it. You know what I mean? The hunger, the ambition of wanting it again. You know, having that adrenaline, like you said, of when you was young. Yo, I used to get into the game and you feel it. I don't want to get taken out the game because you feel the rush of it. You know what I mean? So I understand. I get everything what they did, but you just gotta, sometimes you gotta know when you gotta hang it up. You gotta hit that. You gotta hang it up. And Kobe said it the best, yo. Said it. He says, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore.
But that's you. It's not the fact that he can't do it anymore. Like
Exactly,
if you feel like you're not at your peak,
mm-hmm.
some people stop playing, but others don't. Like
exactly.
LeBron is like a good mid-30.
Exactly. Year 17. No, it's this year 17 now, I think. Yeah.
Exactly. He does not feel like he's in his top condition. If we were LeBron, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's calling me.
Go ahead, Dad. Tell her, hold it on. We about to finish it. We about to finish right now. We can finish it right now.
So
just finish your thought. Just finish your thought real quick.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So LeBron, I know LeBron does not feel like he's in top condition right now.
Right.
If I were to talk to LeBron right now and be like, LeBron, do you feel like you're playing the best of your ability?
Mm-hmm.
He gonna say no because he knows what his best is.
Exactly.
So it's like, how can you can't stop him from playing.
You can't stop him.
He knows he's not playing his best, but he knows what he can and can't do.
Can't do exactly. He knows where, and exactly as you get older into the game and you play it more and more, you see where these young kids don't know the right thing. So you can dodge, you can take breathers at certain moments, but it's whatever, bro. But that's the end of this podcast. Guys,
my jaw hurts.
Imagine. God, you right. You good. You good. You was good, bro. Boy, you got anything else you want to do? You got any page you want to shout out? I know you got your TikTok, bro.
So my photo page, TWB Photos, follow
got
that.
You.
Follow
got you.
My Instagram, TWBMARI. Follow my Snapchat. I don't even use Snapchat.
Stop it, please. You mean you should TikTok? You should say TikTok.
My TikTok. Same thing, TWBMARI.
Yes, sir.
And y'all boys, stay tuned. Next up, I might pop up again.
It might be a regular guest, my niggas. So what you talking about?
Might be.
But that's the end of this episode. This has been episode number 7. Gotta hit that. I see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Peace. Imagine.